best of the Morning X
with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy.
99 X.
Barnes, Leslie, Jimmy, Marc Summers, welcome back to the Morning X.
How's it going there in Atlanta, guys?
Hey, we haven't seen you in a while.
Wonderful.
You were in studio with us, 3 or 4 years ago, maybe?
Has it been that long already?
Well, you were in Atlanta. Because you're the head of the is it the obsessive compulsive.
Yeah, that was about 3 or 4 years ago. I don't do that anymore. But you're right.
Well, no, wait a minute. What you don't do because you were what was the name of the organization?
Obsessive Compulsive Disorder Foundation, right?
And how come you're not the head of that anymore?
Well, I just got so busy doing other stuff, and also, you get to a point where, although you're not totally cured, you are, wanting to move on with your life. And
I forgot what your particular OCD habit was.
Mine was everything had to be symmetrical, everything had to be in straight lines. I was a real neatness kind of fanatic.
Like your closets, your cupboards, things like that?
Absolutely. Would walk around and, spend much too much time in a day dealing with that.
So what are you doing now? You were hosting these TV game shows and stuff?
I'm doing a bunch of stuff. I'm hosting a show on the History Channel called History IQ that's on every night, and I'm producing a show for TNN that launches August 21st called Ultimate Revenge. And starting Monday, July 16th at 10:30, I'm hosting a new show on Food Network called Unwrapped.
Unwrapped,
yeah. We're doing 26 half hours on the history of fun things in our lives. It's sort of nostalgic stuff. History of movie candy, history of marshmallows, history of breakfast cereals.
I am so all over this because every time I see that kind of stuff, I'm intrigued, like the history. I heard that they were bringing back, or that you can still get boxes of Quisp.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a big thing right now. It's so funny that you know that.
Boxes of what?
Remember Quisp?
Quisp and Quake.
Quisp and Quake.
Yeah, absolutely. Where the two people would be fighting all the time, and they had this big contest who's going to win Quisp or Quake.
It was a cereal.
It's a cereal, right? And they were these guys from outer space,
right?
And they're manufacturing Quisp and Quake again in small amounts.
I don't know that one.
What else are they bringing back?
Well, we did a whole bunch of shows so far. We did one on bubblegum, and I found out sometimes you hear things on these shows that you may not want to hear, but that the main secret ingredient in bubblegum is rubber. The same rubber that they use in tires is what they use in all bubblegum.
Really? No, wait, I thought it was...
small doses of it?
Is it rubber?
Absolutely.
Or is it just the same product from, like, the rubber tree?
Well, no, it's actually... basically that's it, but the same substance that they use to make the tires that you drive on is the same stuff they put in bubblegum, which was pretty strange. I found out, we were talking about breakfast cereal, and the first show that we're airing Monday night is on cereal, about how Lucky Charms was invented. There was a guy who worked for the company, and he chopped up, those orange marshmallow peanuts that you get around... Yeah, he chopped them up and put them over Cheerios, and that's how Lucky Charms actually got started.
Kudos to the Food Network. They have got some amazing shows on that channel.
I got to tell you, Leslie, there's some cool stuff. Do you know who has the record for being on the Wheaties box the most times?
Who?
Michael Jordan.
I would believe that easily. I love shows like this that you're going to do because you can sit there and watch back-to-back episodes.
Absolutely. It's really cool. And, we've got retro candy coming on. You guys remember Necco wafers?
Sure. Well, I didn't think Necco wafers ever went away, though. I've always seen those.
So funny because you go regionally, and some people remember certain candies and some don't. Do you remember Turkish taffy?
No.
Of course.
I don't.
Yep.
Who remembers?
Jimmy remembers.
Yeah, I remember. Sure, I absolutely remember.
Turkish taffy is the most... There's a lady who has a place called Hometown Favorites, and her whole job in life is through the internet to find candies that people grew up with that they no longer can discover. And the most requested one is Bonomo's Turkish taffy, but it's not around anymore. But Charleston Chews are still in production. Sugar Babies, Wax Lips. You remember the bottles that you bite off the top and drink the liquid?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have 5 before I come to work every morning.
I used to eat that wax.
Yeah,
exactly. It would get all over you. And then we did a whole segment on hamburgers. What would you say is the first fast food hamburger in the United States?
Let's see. The first fast food hamburger in the United States. Was it White Castle?
Yeah, very good. 1920s.
Yeah, and I think the first one is in Chicago.
Jimmy, you're a food history buff.
I know my food.
What is the name? Tell me the name of the show again.
It's called Unwrapped.
Unwrapped, hosted by Marc Summers.
Now, there were some other cereals. Okay, can you name the 3? There was Count Chocula, Boo Berry, and there was one other that I forgot.
Yeah, I remember doing something on the show about it. Yeah,
what was it?
Strawberry.
It was
something.
Oh, wait. It was Frankenberry. Count Chocula.
The purple.
Yeah.
The purple with the little purple marshmallows.
you know a little bit too much about this stuff.
Wait, there was one. Maybe there
Made
was
your
one.
teeth purple. I used to eat that stuff.
Blueberry.
There were 4 of those cereals. Rich,
There was some kind of strawberry something.
Yeah, there was Boo Berry. That was the 4th one.
Blueberry, I remember.
Yeah.
Frankenberry, Count Chocula, Boo Berry, and one.
And then late in the 80s, they had Fruity Yummy Mummy.
I don't know.
I'm a cereal connoisseur.
You know
thank
what I
you.
want? Okay, Mark, do you remember Incredible Edibles?
No.
The candy that you could make at home, Leslie?
Yeah.
And it was like probably the worst chemicals of all time. And
it was like the creepy crawler machine.
Yes. It was like creepy crawlers, but you could eat them.
Oh man, I don't remember those at all. We just did a thing on Movie Candy and talked about Milk Duds, and they got their name because they were supposed to be in their first, go round perfectly round, but they tried and couldn't get them to work, and they just said, well, these things are duds, and they decided to go with it, and that's how the name stuck, Milk Duds.
Right. I remember that, and yeah, you're right. Regionally, because there are some that I remember from Chicago that I can't, that nobody else seems to like Buns.
Bun. That's so funny that you say that, because I grew up with buns and I remember them, and my wife and I used to get them all the time, but she forgot, and I used to say, do you remember buns recently? And she couldn't remember what the heck they were, and we get these on one of the segments, these boxes filled with retro candy, and Bun was at the top. They still make them. It's the Pearson Candy Company out of St. Paul, Minnesota.
Is there a website, do you know, where you can get old candies?
Yes, it's hold on, I've got it here somewhere.
They just have a warehouse of all this old stuff sitting around?
Yeah, like old cereals and stuff.
Hometownfavorites.com.
That's it. You know what? The Gangsta has told us about this. The Web Gangsta's told us about this.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, and if they don't have it on the website, you type it in and they'll do a search for you. And if it exists, she'll find it for you. The woman's name is Colleen Chapin.
Excellent. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Marc Summers on the Morning X.
Now go clean something.
No.
The best of the Morning X.
99X.